你好. Okay, beautiful people. So my quest for a good, decent gaming IEMs continues. My last video about IEMs was my first penetration into IEMs. Out of the 4 pairs that I bought, I ended up keeping the Moondrop Quarks. They were the best value and they were very comfortable for me. The only tiny little issue that I had with the Quarks was the build quality. Made of plastic, they look nice, transparent, but they just kind of felt brittle, that they could break anytime. So I wanted to see if I could find a pair that is similar in value, decent sounding just like the Quarks, but made of a better quality material, metal, aluminum. So I went ahead and I found 3 more pairs and I bought them. It's going to be the same drill. I'll let the unboxing play out for those who cared about unboxing and all that stuff. And I will share my experiences about all 3 and why I'm still keeping the Quarks. So yeah, spoiler alerts. I bought 3 more, but they all have something that just made my gaming experience worse. Before we continue, in case you're wondering, no, this is not a cool logo, it's just bleach stains. You might be wondering why the IEMs that I chose are all bullet style designs that you can wear with the cable down. And that's because most of the time I'm wearing glasses, so having 2 things going in my ears kind of uncomfortable, and plus I have to take them off quite often to pick up the phone because the boss is calling. I'm supposed to be working from home. Okay, with that out of the way, let's get started. Let's start with the HIFIMAN RE400. It's a bit strange, but the case with the additional ear tips and filters came separate outside of the retail packaging. It seems like they added those accessories afterwards and were not part of the original release. There were more ear tips inside the box, but those ones are all black and double flange, which is a new word I just learned. It also came with a cable clip, and no, these double flange ear tips, I personally don't like them. They feel bigger and tighter, so I'll probably change them to the regular ones. The bottom half of the cable is actually braided, and it is a nice soft braid. Now, I dislike the sound of these IEMs the most, and I'm comparing all of them, all 7. This is my least favorite, and it all comes down to the vocals, the voices. It sounds so shouty, but in the chamber it's just so weird, and it's very easy to notice because voices is something that, you know, I hear all the time, both actual and imagined. So the moment I put them on, I was able to just pick up that weirdness, and it's just not good. It's just not good. Next up is the TANCHJIM Tanya. Good presentation. It came in a nice box, well packaged, and I actually really like the design of these bullet style IEMs. It came with plenty of ear tips, also backup filters, and a very nice color, well, gray color pouch. Okay, so I like the audio of these ones. They're very similar, comparable to the Quarks. The cable is nice, but why am I not keeping them? When I started using them, I realized how difficult it was to tell the left one and the right one apart, because they put a little tiny R and a tiny L on the rubber tip that protects the cable connection. I have to get really close and really squint my eyes to be able to see the letters. You might be wondering, well, can you tell based on the etching? The left one is the brand, the right one is the model. Well, no, it is easy to tell now on camera because of all the lights and how close it is, but in real life, that white etching blends in really easily with the aluminum. It's just one of those things that it doesn't even occur to you until you use it, and then you realize such a tiny thing can make your life so much more difficult. Okay, last is the SoundMAGIC E11. Now the cable on this one is a beige. I mean, you can tell that not even the worker at the factory were able to get those cables nicely bundled inside the packaging, which is a shame because I really like these IEMs. They were pretty nice, they are very well made. They also have a larger driver, I think it's 10 millimeters, so it is louder than all the ones that I had reviewed previously. The audio quality very similar to the Quarks that I have right now, but unfortunately the cable is just awful. Like, the cable has a life on its own, and the worst part is whenever you touch the cable or the cable bumps into the side of your desk, you can hear it in the audio. At the beginning, I thought I messed up and bought the one with microphone. I thought that I was hearing the microphone. That's how loud you could hear when the cable bumps into something. So I double checked, and no, there is no microphone. It's really just a really awful cable, especially the middle part, the part where the cable splits into left and right. Extremely audible whenever it's bumped or you touch it. If the cable were just decent, I would have probably kept these ones and replaced the Quarks. Okay, so I am staying with the Moondrop Quarks. If new, better IEMs come along, I'll probably take a look at them. And I know some of you recommended also other IEMs. I'll keep those in mind. Once I have a few, maybe make another video. For now, this is it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe if you want to, only if you want to.